Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Purplatypus is the name, and welcome to another Octopath Traveler 2 build video. Today, we are talking about Goku Spirit Bomb Temenos. Now, as opposed to being just a build for Temenos, this is slightly more of a team build, as this is a kind of idea that is fun and cool, but also takes a lot of support to actually make function. So, the team we're using here is actually Temenos, Particio, Casti, and Oswald. These are relatively specific, except for Oswald, but we'll kind of get into it. First, let us go over actually what Temenos is using here. So this is all going to be built around Heavenly Shine. Consume all your SP, then deal light base damage to all foes. The more SP consumed, the more potent the attack. So basically, you want high elemental attack, you want high SP in order to get the most out of this ability. Now, one thing about this ability that I didn't realize the very first time that I read it is it's kind of unintuitive because a lot of the abilities don't work this way, but this does work with advanced magic and with Alphon's, what is it called? Alphen's Wisdom. So this could be doubled or tripled as well, which makes this a very, very powerful AoE. Probably the most single powerful attack in the game if you're looking to do AoE, which is why today we're building around it. So there's not really much going into the skills, right? This is the skill we're planning on using, so we want to have everything built around that. So equip support skills, let's take a look here. I like having step ahead. Upgraded accessories is actually optional here. You could do something like peak performance to do more damage, or you could do SP saver. So I don't actually know how because this ability scales with the amount of SP consumed. I don't know how SP saver actually works with it. But I'm willing to actually try. This is one that it's like, if it only consumes half your SP, but it also consumes double, I don't know. I'm not sure how this interaction works. Hopefully it just makes it deal more damage because you're hopefully effectively consuming twice as much SP, because it'll always take all, but let's like if you spend 500 SP, that it's effectively, you know, instead of 250, you're getting 750 effective consumed. Maybe it's something like that. But deal more damage necessary. Price of power doubles the amount of SP consumed. Again, I don't actually know how these work, but it says increase the effective spells. And this one, they might also increase damage. Step ahead is kind of where it's at. So as for the secondary job, you can kind of do whatever you want. Honestly, I like having Scholar just so I have a backup person to go ahead and do Alphen's Wisdom if for some reason I need to. But also, it just has the best elemental attack and SP scaling. Like, if I look at the Arcanist here, I think it's a little bit worse at the elemental attack. You kind of make up for it in SP, so I could do this, but I figure if I don't have to use the Arcanist, I could just use the Scholar. It's fine, but Arcanist or even Arms Master are very reasonable as well. Now, the only thing I found that increases light-based damage is the Sun Shadow Staff, at least on this save. I can't remember. I thought there was a sword, but the Eclipse Sword only does dark. So there's a lot of weapons that increase dark-based damage. Not a lot that increase light-based damage from what I could tell. I only found it here on the Sun Shadow Staff. We're doing light-based damage, so this is important. Other than that, right, we're just getting SP, elemental attack, elemental attack, elemental attack, and Stone of Truth is optional here, but I actually like it. You don't necessarily need Oswald. You can just have Stone of Truth, so this is at 2 hits right away. But if you really want to get the 3 hits, then you wouldn't use this. If we take a look here, we're at 942 elemental attack. If you go ahead and do literally anything else, right? You just do a and not an Eye Calamity. We're looking to fight turn 1, and I don't like counteracting all that stuff. Mental. Where's the mental belt? There it is. You can do like a mental belt, right? If you want to, instead of the Stone of Truth. That should get you closer to the 999. Especially if you use upgraded accessories again, and then you'll easily get there. You could even do something that gives you SP. That way you're much easier to, much more likely to actually hit that, right? Let's take a look. Where's it called? There's one that gives you like 80. Where did I put that? Stimulating Necklace. I think you could just go buy more of these. So that's going to be how we're going with Temenos. A couple options here, depending on what you want to do with the Stone of Truth. If you want to hit the damage caps as well, this is more of a convenience versus the maximum possible damage build. Number 2, Particio, who is required to be the coolest in the world. So if we take a look here, what are we using here? We're using increase SP, increase SP, increase SP, increase SP, and we're using upgraded accessories here. So we get the most amount of SP possible. 561 SP. That is because Particio has a very, very important job here of using share SP. Grant single ally 25% of your remaining SP. Now, this is a bug, or it's worded, but this actually grants all allies SP, not just one, unless they patched it since I've used it last time. I haven't tried it today. But this gives all allies SP, and it doesn't say it here. What's very important is the SP can go above your normal SP cap. So Particio becomes Temenos' best friend when we're using Heavenly Shine. He is the official spirit bomb. Particio's there, just, you can have my power, you know, that kind of stuff. He is perfect for it. Now, why is Cassie in the party? Cassie's in the party because she's the best character in the game, probably. She gives everyone all the BP you could ever want. Don't worry about it. Just very, very powerful. Give everyone BP, heal everyone, revive everyone. She's also good because if you want to use this attack multiple times, it does consume all your SP. And so you're going to want to use items like refreshing jams. And she's pretty good. You can give someone the ability to have this affect everybody. You can farm refreshing jams. If I recall, on this page that I'm looking at right here, Temenos chapter 3, you can fight revenants that have refreshing jams that you could steal. They also have large soul stones, but you can steal refreshing jams. So these are farmable if you want to maintain this through the build, but this is probably something you're doing mostly for boss fights, not on normal encounters. And then Oswald's in the party in case you're not using Stone of Truth and you really need that third hit. You could use Oswald, but you could use anyone as a scholar as well. So you could have someone like a Chet for breaking foes and have her as a scholar. So after she breaks the foes, you could then have Temenos there to deal the damage. But without further ado, let's go test this out here, okay? Make it nighttime because spirit bombs are more effective at night, in case you didn't know.
Out of my way.
All right, so what are we trying to do here? Step ahead. Everyone, let's do ×2 for now. You're going to defend. You're going to defend. Luckily, Casti goes. So you're going to do what you always do. We didn't give her the BP. Kind of annoying, but it's okay. You're going to give everyone 2 BP because I forgot to give her the boost at the start. I just assumed she had it because that's how I always do it.
Where was I?
And then we're going to, for you, I was really hoping you'd go first so you can go first next turn. But if you take a look here, right, this is already at 2 hits, but we're not ready. We are not ready yet. You could increase your own, like, elemental attack. And eat some elemental soup. Let's do the best showcase here, right? All right, now you... Oh, you have your latent power anyway. Whatever. Share SP with the party. Now we can see 846 SP. Everyone's got it. Scholar skills. Let's do Alpin's Wisdom.
Impart your wisdom, Octopath.
Greatly boosted. Now let's go ahead and do the... We can do a... Is this the medical one? Yep. Move an action to the end of the turn. Moves an ally's action to the first spot. Let's let him go next, right? There we go. And now we fully boost and we spirit bomb 3 times. Consumes all of our SP.
Banish the shadows from this world.
Spirit bomb. There we go. 120,000 AoE damage. And here's the thing. I think it could get even more powerful, if I'm being honest. This is like a lot of setup because I haven't had a lot of nuts to give these characters. But I think because I don't know exactly how these things interact with each other, the SP saver, the price of power, I'm not sure if it's like the best thing to do that or if we should just do something like peak performance or just increase the stats. So I think there are ways to make this deal even more damage, but this is definitely the strongest AoE attack I feel like in the game. Now you could do limb from limb on Hikari, which is probably stronger, But then then you're playing Hikari, which is awesome. But this is the Spirit Bomb build. I think there are refinements here, but also I think this will get way stronger if you just have nuts. These nuts in this save have all been used already pretty much. And so I can't just increase his SP. I would increase his SP a lot. And then his other stuff. That way you could use more flexible stuff instead of trying to hit the damage cap, or instead of trying to hit the stat cap, right? With 999 elemental attack and 999 SP. You can spend more of your stuff doing things like Stone of Truth, doing things like maybe it can magic crit. I don't think it can, but you know, other things. I can't think of anything right now, but the amulet here. This would be a perfect example, right? You give yourself a equip the amulet instead of the Stone of Truth. I forgot about this amulet for a second here, and then give yourself a Forbidden Elixir, which are also farmable, but it also gives you max BP, max SP. So you could have like someone like Throne, or you could have someone basically just use it on him, and then he could go again and absolutely obliterate all the foes. So that is the Spirit Bomb build, and it only gets stronger from here if you know what you're doing, and you're even better at min-maxing than me. But I thought this was a very fun build to do, and I had a good time with it. Anyway, hope you guys did. I think that this could take pretty much all bosses in the game, and this might be a really good way to handle a optional super boss at the end of the game that you really need to kill a bunch of additions before you get to the final part. Anyway, much love. See you guys in the next one. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. You have a good day.